Let's talk about getting to the Berkshire Hathaway annual meeting. This will be my ninth year going to Omaha for the Berkshire meeting, and just wanted to share with you a couple of tips on how to navigate getting to and from Omaha. So, assuming you're flying and you're trying to figure out what you want to do, the ideal option is to fly into Epley in Omaha. Of course, that puts you right at ground zero. You're close to downtown. You're close to your hotel, most likely, and that's ideal. But of course, supply and demand make it such that uh, prices into Epley skyrocket. If you choose a week before, a week after, you can really see this supply demand action in work. And so, if you can afford it, or if you can find a deal of some kind from wherever you're coming from, flying into Epley is ideal. There's two other options that you can take. I've flown a couple times into Kansas City. It's an international airport. It's big. I've even found a direct flight from Boston one time. So and it's a lot cheaper. The downside there is you're going to face 2.5 hour ride from Kansas City to Omaha. It's really not a bad ride. It's nice country. When you get close to Omaha, there's the Mid-American uh, energy plant. You can see some trains driving up next to you. It's really nice. I've done that a couple times. When you do fly into Kansas City, you're gonna of course need to have transportation to Omaha, which means you're probably gonna rent a car. That's another about $150. But if you can knock some cost off the flight, that might make sense. For you, if you're amortizing it over a couple of your friends, that can really add up to some significant savings. So don't discount Kansas City. I've flown out of there a few times, including I've actually stayed over Saturday night one time to catch an early flight out Sunday. So depending on your travel, depending on how you're scheduling your trip in Omaha for the Berkshire meeting, don't discount Kansas City. The other option too, which I've never used, is the Des Moines, Iowa airport. I don't know if it's, what kind of flights are out of there, but it's Des Moines about 2 hours away, I believe. I just looked it up, and, don't discount that either. Again, it's a straight shot right west to Omaha, just like Kansas City, pretty straight shot, really easy. Don't discount those options based on the cost savings that you can find. Um, Renting a car, it's great. If you have rented one from Des Moines or Kansas City, you'll have the car for the weekend. You might have to return it to that same airport, so keep that in mind. Um, you don't necessarily need a car when you're traveling around in Omaha. Over the last couple of years, the Uber and Lyft have just proliferated, and those I have no problem getting around Omaha. Very cheap. In fact, the skyrocketing. Um, it's interesting that the skyrocketing air airline costs. You have essentially a fixed supply of flights to Omaha, but it seems that the demand for transportation within Omaha has really spurred the supply of Uber and Lyft. So, going across town is $5 or $8. It's pretty cheap. So you don't feel like you need to rent a car at all. Um, you can always hitchhike with some other people. Some Berkshire shareholders. Most everybody wears their lanyard. Everybody's friendly. Usually, will be willing to share a Lyft, share an Uber. Um, so getting around Omaha is pretty easy. I'm going to touch on the next video, where to stay in Omaha or outside of Omaha for the weekend. And I'll also touch on in another video on what to do during the weekend, some different events to check out. There's the whole weekend is just packed with things to do surrounding that meeting. So hope you enjoyed. I guess, subscribe, like, all that fun stuff if you found this useful. And comment if you have any questions. If there's anything I haven't touched on, please let me know, and I'd be happy to answer it or find the answer for you. So Hope to see you guys out in Omaha. Thanks for watching.